Very well. So, my dear friends and colleagues, thank you very much for being here. And we are kicking off a new project. It is the Wisys Partner Connect. And I could not think in a better way to actually call a friend and a partner to the stage. Mauricio, thank you very, very much for being here with us. So let's kick it off with this very simple question: is who is Consensus?
Thank you, Paulo. Consensus International is a premier partner, previously gold partner of SAP Business One here in North America, specifically in the US. We have a sister company in Colombia, and we've been operating here in the US since early 2007, close to 20 years.
Really cool. Can you give us a glimpse of this business opportunity that you, together with Wisys, you have spotted?
Yes, and it's very specific and absolutely perfect fitting for Wisys. Companies that have logistic processes which they need to manage inventory in and out of their warehouses wherever they are. In the small and medium-sized companies, the number of solutions that are out there available are not as flexible as what Wisys brings. So I would say that probably 85% or 90% of those companies are perfectly suited for Wisys for a number of reasons, and that's why we partner almost exclusively with Wisys. And over the past several years, we've been able to bring a lot of value in very quick turnaround time for our customers that are quite happy about it.
Excellent. Can you give us examples of what this partnership brings to the customer that it is really important for their business?
Yes, actually out there in the market, you have either very basic warehouse management solutions or very complex, little flexibility and quite expensive. So there was nothing in the middle. But when I say in the middle, I'm talking about, as I mentioned before, 85%, I would say at least, of the sweet spot of SAP Business One are companies that benefit a great deal from what Wisys solutions bring to the table. So it was kind of like an open market, and Wisys brought that solution for us, so we jumped right ahead.
You mentioned added value, how Wisys complement SAP Business One, right? Can you give us one concrete example of one customer that implemented Wisys and could benefit X amount, or in time, or in terms of money, or in terms of saving time with the solution?
Absolutely. The name of the game here is visibility, real-time visibility. You need to know what you have, where it is, and what is the status of it. So this one customer, from one day to the next, that they realized that they had $300,000 in inventory that was just about to expire. That's a huge amount of money. Small and medium-sized companies face these type of challenges on daily basis. What we bring with SAP Business One and along with Wisys is the possibility of moving in real time all that inventory, receiving, putting away, picking, packing, and shipping. But not only that, a lot more smart functionality, if you will, so that companies can do creative strategies to move inventory and have the visibility of what they are. That's what Wisys brings to the table.
Excellent. So can we say that the customer that has SAP Business One and Wisys implemented to manage their warehouse system will be even more ready to implement a strategy based on artificial intelligence in the future?
Paulo, even more than that, it's a critical element. It's one of the pillars. You cannot implement an artificial intelligence strategy if you don't have the pillars, the components, the automations that you have in your transactions internally. that is the founding base for what you need to do before you get into artificial intelligence. So if your logistic processes are not fully automated, artificial intelligence is not going to give you the right answers that you're looking for. Wisys, along with SAP Business One and some other business process automation solutions, allow you to do all those automations, and then artificial intelligence, the tools that we bring to the table, are going to give you that edge in that competitiveness that every company should be jumping on today.
Listening to you talking about Wisys, I think that I can say that it's a solution that you brought to your portfolio to make consensus even stronger as a business advisor to your customer install base and to your future customer, to your next prospect, especially on this particular market segment. How is the experience of working with Wisys? How is the connection between consensus and Wisys?
Yes, Paulo. There are a couple things that happen that Wisys brings to the table. They're an easy partner to work with, so they have agility. Agility allows us to, in a graphical format with our design studio, modify processes or create rules, if you will, create business process and logistics, and not be forced on a straitjacket of a system that you need to use off the table. So you have a lot of flexibility, but not only you have a lot of flexibility, you do it in a very reduced time because it's very graphical. You can also change how the user in the warehouse sees what they do on or follows different steps. Again, as I mentioned, receiving, put away, and so forth, and picking, packing, just to name a few. And you can add functionality to that. And Wisys gives the partners that capability, so we don't need to depend on Wisys to solve almost every single requirement that customers bring to us. So it was a no-brainer to do this strategic alliance with Wisys.
Imagine that the SAP Business One partner that has not yet included Wisys in the portfolio. What would be your short sentence to them to share your experience?
For the first time, with Wisys, you're going to be able to own your destiny in terms of the logistics solutions that you're bringing to your customer. You partner with Wisys, and you have all the flexibility that you need. Quick turnaround, and you will not need to depend on anybody else but yourself.
Mauricio, thank you very much for first the opportunity and for being our first guest in this Wisys Partner Connect series that we're going to record with our ecosystem. Okay, Mauricio, thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
My pleasure.